Yes. Hello, Marshall. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you people?
We are good. Now, bringing you on board right now, we want to see how you, as a Manchester United fans, still have hope on the hand, considering the fact of how he lost at the weekend and how the fans actually called him out for his tactical football and how he made some substitutions and his managerial status as the man for the job. So how do you see Ten Hag era this season, and how does his tactics actually affect your mental health as a fan?
For those who know me, know that I've always been a big fan of Ten Hag. You understand? I've been a big fan, even till date. But sometimes it's very hard to, back this manager because some of the things he does, his lineups, his changes are mind-blowing. Just like what happened during the Brighton game. To be honest with you, I'm a big fan of Ten Hag, hands down. But to be honest with you, I'm running out of patience with Ten Hag. Because when I saw the lineup for the match, I was already devastated. I was down. Because you look at a team who wants to move on, to the next level, coming out to play a Maguire and a Martinez at the back four. What do you think? Why do we have Delight on the bench?
But
we should be moving from a Maguire to a Delight as of this time. Now let me tell you something. The reason why
Maguire to Delight?
Yes, that's the reason why we bought Delight. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Now we play with Maguire for the past 3 to 4 seasons, and we have not moved on as a club. In fact, Maguire has not improved my team. So bringing in Delight, why do you have to now put him on the bench when you have your next game as Liverpool, and you need to start bringing Delight for him now to start getting minutes, so he can also, fit into the Premier League, and you drop Delight on the bench.
Okay, let me come in there a little bit, Marshall. Yeah. Okay, when you are saying him having Delight on the bench, we actually know that when you get new players and they have to move from a different country to a new country to a new league, you can't just insert them straight into the team. And for me, if it's considering the goal Brighton scored, it's when Delight was on. He was actually on the pitch. So how do you have to blame Maguire?
If you look at it, if you look at it from this direction now, one, the reason why we bought Delight is because we assume that Delight is already a Ten Hag's player.
Okay.
He knows the rhythm of how Ten Hag wants to operate.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now, if you talk about Lenny Yoro, I will understand your fact. But Delight already knows the manager's style of play. And like I said, Maguire has never improved that team. So now, bringing on Delight would have given my defense a more courage for them to play what we call a front line. Now, what Erik Ten Hag wants to play is high line football.
Okay.
Positional game and all that. And you know that Maguire had not given you this particular thing. That is the reason why you got a Delight. So how come you want to start? Okay, let's take for instance now, against the Fulham match, you could see that we struggled with possession. We could not create chances. We could not even possess the game because of the lineup. And you brought in Delight during end of the game. Why not start the same Delight against a lesser Brighton side to give him more playing time against a Liverpool team this weekend? Because this would have...
Marshall.
I can hear you.
Marshall, I think that's not really the cost of the problem, actually. Because, Maguire has been in the team, in terms of Premier League wise, Maguire have that experience, you get. Delete is a new player, whether you like it or not. When you get a new player, you actually give them time to kind of adapt, You won't tell me that Delete is better than Maguire. Actually, Maguire didn't put a wrong foot in that match against Brighton.
Yeah.
He didn't put a wrong foot. He played well. You get. And secondly, they actually removed him and they brought in Delete. So what did he do? He was actually in the match when they scored that header. He played as a centre back and not as attacking midfielder, or maybe I'll say a striker. He's a defender, you know, and they still trust you guys. And yet, I think what you should be saying about your squad is that Eric Ten Hag actually made a mistake for removing Bruno Fernandes because he's your best player.
I'm coming. We are getting to that aspect. I want to take it bit by bit. Are you getting my point? Now I'm just tackling the.
But Delete is not better than Maguire. Yeah, before you start,
for me, he is. For me, he is. Let me tell you the reason why I said he is. One, Delete is faster than Maguire. Two, Delete knows how the manager wants to operate. So if you're bringing in a Delete to my defense, you're actually helping other players to play better.
See, one thing that you need to understand is that you won't compare that Farmers League. You understand? Normally, Delete knows what his manager wants when he was at Ajax.
Yes.
But you know, in Man U, the playing style in Man U is different. You know, like the intensity.
That is what
you won't compare the intensity we have in EPL and that of the Farmers League. You know, so
no.
I think you
for me, for me, I think for we to go for 2 center back this season, it simply shows that
they started
Mazraoui out of Maguire.
You started Mazraoui.
Yes.
You see, Mazraoui actually started well. Like,
he did well.
Yeah, he did well. Yeah, it's a very good sign. Yeah. So I think he knows.